If your skin could be any other color, what color would you want it to be?
If my skin was any other colour, I would like it to be a middle sort of blue. What is your favourite type of food?
I honestly like food too much to actually pick a favourite. I just sort of like everything. The things that I like a lot. And the things that I don't like, I just don't eat. So that's, I don't have a favourite kind of food. When was your first kiss?
My first kiss was in primary school to a boy. I can't remember his name. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I would like to be an actor for TV and screen. It's something I've been wanting to do since I was a very young age. Who is your favourite Harry Potter character?
I like the one that just was involved in the London riots. I think his name was Crabbe or Boyle. They were quite funny because they were the same shit character that they were in the film in real life. Are your parents the best parents in the world?
Well, obviously I'm going to say yes. I mean, they've literally done everything for me. Their first thing they always say is education first, and then everything else will follow. So, yeah, they are the best parents in the world.
If you could have any superpower, just one, what would you have?
I think I probably have the power to be the right person for everybody at all times, because I tend to make quite a bad impression upon people, and I'd like to be better at that. My question is, if you could bring back somebody that you've lost, who would it be and why?
Not a lot of people in my family have died, apart from, that I know of, apart from my granddad. So I would obviously love to bring him back, because well, he died when I was 6, but I know that I had a really good relationship with him. Yeah, but my question is, if you won £15.8 million, what would you do with that?
If I won £15.8 million, I think I'd share it with family and friends, buy a nice house, buy some pets, get a swimming pool, put some in the bank, invest, make it bigger, get more money, maybe invent something that could make me more money in the future, and then I'd buy a gold bath, and I'd put loads of money in it, and I'd bath in money. If you could turn back time, just for one day, what day would you pick to go back to?
I've just been looking up years in the 90s, and I'd go back to the day that Lady Diana died, because it seemed like such a big paradox. There was, you know, it was horrible, but at the same time it was very interesting to do with her cheating on her husband. What if you could get rid of one animal species, what would it be?
That's quite a difficult question. I like animals too much, so I'm going to not answer that question. It kind of speaks for itself.
If you had 1 hour to live right now, what would you do?
I'd go and tell everyone I loved them, and I'd go and hug people, and probably try and shag everyone a little bit. Steal things, all shit like that. If you turned out really, really talented in your life, would you rather, if you had the choice, would you rather become really rich and famous and entertain people and everyone will love you, or use the same talent to try and cut out world poverty? Or starvation.
If it's possible, I do a bit of both. Having travelled to Zimbabwe, where my mom is from, and seeing it with my own eyes, it's quite difficult to just ignore that kind of factor. So I would definitely try and do something like that. My next question, though, is if you could meet someone famous, who would you meet and why?
If I could meet someone famous, I'd like to be a very nice person who would help me in my career as an actor or performer and nurture me and give me advice. My question, if you had to choose between your mother or father, which would you choose?
Easy, my mum. My dad's dead. So my question is, do you prefer red or green?
Red.
Why do we sleep?
Because you're tired. My question is, if you had an extra leg, where would you put it on your body?
I'd put it on my head. If you could live in any country, which one would you live in?
I'd like to live in all of them, one after the other. My question is, if you could be a Wonka bar, which one would you be?
I don't know, I can't think of a film. If you had to be, if you had a different name, if you could choose a different name, what would it be?
The Mighty One. What do you want to call your first baby?
Jerome. Should I stay or should I go?
Definitely go. What do you want to call your second baby?
I would call it Shamalabalabalam because it would get bullied at school and grow up to be strong. If you could have any colour hair, what colour hair would you have?
Fire. If you could be a road to somewhere, where would you lead?
Paradise. If you could change your life in any way, what would you change?
The size of my heart. Make it much bigger. If I kissed you now, what would you do?
I probably find it funny because I'm just immature like that. Would you rather work at Tesco or Primark?
Definitely Tesco, you get double pay on Sundays. Do you believe in religion?
I believe in religion, but I think it's bad. I think it's really, really shit because people kill each other. If you could have a shoe, what shoe would you have?
I have one I could put both my feet in, because then I wouldn't have to have one on its own.